Him. Madam Clerk, can you please call roll?
Commissioner Knighton,
Here.
Commissioner Ramirez,
Here.
Commissioner Thomas is absent, Vice Chair Holler,
Here.
and Chair Madrid.
Here. Gloria, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So I see there are no presentations. Madam Clerk, are there any modifications to the agenda?
We have none.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask the Planning Commission for an all in favor to approve the agenda?
Aye.
Aye.
Hearing none, the agenda is approved. Madam Clerk, are there any requests to speak on non-agenda items?
Not tonight.
All right. Okay, there is one set of minutes for the Planning Commission's approval. Does the Planning Commission have any modifications? Could I ask the Planning Commission for an all in favor to approve the August 27, 2025 minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
Hearing none, the minutes are approved. I see there are no consent calendar items. Okay, so before we begin this public hearing, I'd like to briefly explain the procedures. Following the staff presentation and any questions from the commission, I will open the public hearing. The applicant will then have an opportunity to speak, followed by members of the audience who wish to address the commission. Each speaker will be given up 2 to 3 interrupted minutes, 3 minutes to provide their comments. Please note, the commission will not be able to respond to comments or questions posed during this public comment portion, but may raise questions or issues with staff or the applicant after the public hearing is closed. Okay, this is item 9.1, Richie's Diner Restaurant. Could Principal Ryan Fowler please introduce the item?
Sure. Good evening, Chair and Commission. Senior Planner Fernando Herrera will be presenting agenda item 9.1.
Thank you. Good evening, members of the Planning Commission. The project before us is for Richie's Diner, plot plan PLN 24-0119. The project is located in Menifee Lakes Plaza. It's just on the northwest corner of Newport Road and Antelope Road in the vacant space. The project is a request to modify the existing plot plan and develop a new 8,820 square foot dine-in restaurant in the place of a previously proposed 21,420 square foot commercial space. The general plan and zoning designation of the property is specific plan, more specifically the Menifee Village specific plan. Here's what the proposed site plan will look like. There will be one direct point of ingress and access for the parcel itself, but there are multiple points of access located throughout the commercial center. There would have been previously with the commercial space have been required 466 parking spaces, but will now be reduced to 403 parking spaces. There is 548 parking spaces provided in the commercial plaza. The applicant has worked with planning to ensure that the landscaping standards are met. Here is what the proposed landscaping plan will look like. And this is what the architecture of the building is going to look like. So the applicant has incorporated the Googie style to accommodate the diner feel of the restaurant and as well as be complementary to the surrounding shopping center. Public notices were sent out on August 31st for today's meeting. All relevant public agencies were noticed and interested parties within a 300-foot radius to comply with the city's noticing requirements, and on-site posting was also provided. Staff did receive 3 letters, one in support, one from the adjacent property owner, and one from Southern California Gas Company. The environmental determination is that since the project had been previously been analyzed under the Menifee Lakes Plaza project, no further analysis is required. It is recommended that the project be, the Planning Commission find that the project has been previously analyzed under the Menifee Lakes Plaza project, and the new building/restaurant will have no new impacts, and direct staff to file a notice of determination and adopt resolution approving major modification number PLN 24-0119 for the approval of the new building configuration in the existing Menifee Lake Shopping Center located on the northwest corner of Newport Road and Antelope Road. This completes staff's presentation. The applicant and staff are available for questions.
Thank you, Senior Planner Fernando Herrera. Does the Planning Commission have any questions, not discussion, but questions for staff? Hold off, okay. Tammy?
Just one question. You mentioned that there was a letter from the gas company, but I don't see it in our folder.
That was via email.
Okay.
So it's just the standard comments from the gas company letting the applicant know the procedures for the building when they submit their building permits.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Good question, Tammy. I didn't see that either. Michael?
Could I have IT bring up page 7 of 10? Do I have to ask a different way?
They're working on it.
There we go. All right, at the top elevation there on the left, it looks like the building meets up with that dead wall for in the city beauty supply. This letter we got from Mr. Chu, that has been addressed and it will be addressed at the time, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I see the top right elevation looks like it kind of matches. I'm looking at the next door neighbor and it looks like it matches up perfectly. So his concern has been addressed.
Yes, staff did reach out to them, and the concerns have been addressed, and both the staff and applicant will work with them to ensure that all of the concerns are met.
Okay, thank you.
My question is, so the original square footage approved was 21,420 square feet, and now we're going to, they're going to reduce the square footage in the same envelope to 8,820 square feet?
Yes.
And all that extra footage, as you so clearly explained, is just going to be for parking? There'd be no future anything allowed on that?
Yes, so what was previously the existing square footage is actually going to be converted to parking spaces located at the rear.
And would there ever be another minor modification that could be in the future to make up for those 8,800 square, or those 12,000 square hundred feet?
So in the future, if the project owner of the commercial center were to ever apply for a modification, at that time they would, like, let's say they were to want to redevelop the shopping center or some other type of proposal were to come, at that point they would handle it that way, or it could just be a complete redevelopment and revamp of the shopping center. But that could happen 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now. But
Right.
just because it's being built at this time doesn't mean that it would essentially be frozen.
And then as far as their conditions of approval are concerned, there's no off-site conditions, and the on-site are just the customary cookbook.
Exactly, yeah, they're all standard conditions.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner?
So the original use, I don't know what was in the specific plan, was commercial retail.
Yes,
So-
that is correct.
So the parking ratios, even though this is a smaller footprint, the parking ratio is going to be higher for restaurant use. You're going to have longer stays, but it still looks like there's plenty of parking.
Yeah, so
It's
for
a
the
smaller footprint.
So for the shopping center, it was analyzed for the specific plan at a rate of 5 per 1,000 for the entire shopping center. Even then, the shopping center will have ample amount of parking, so it's going to be more than sufficient.
I have a question on I know it's an integral part of Ritchie's, but the barbecue island, is that a part of this action as well?
Yes.
Does that require AQMD approval?
I don't think so.
No.
Or else they,
The reason I ask is because obviously it's an open flame outdoors, it does have emissions. It's something to at least make sure that you're following, if there is AQMD approval needed, that you follow up on that. That would be my request.
some of, well, our conditions do require compliance with any state or federal laws or any city policies. So we'll make sure to follow up just in case, but I don't believe that we've had this requirement before.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to it. I know it's an integral part of the operation. I'm just saying, is it required? Let's make sure that we check that box, if it is.
Right, and we typically route these sort of projects to AQMD. We have a couple of contacts over there that review our new projects that come in. So I don't think we've received anything from AQMD on that.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously can't put any scrubbers or anything on that, so that's the reason for my question.
Okay, thank you, Ivan. So if we have no further questions, I'll open the public hearing at 6:12. Madam Clerk, can you confirm that the item was legally noticed and if any correspondence has been received?
It was, and correspondence is in your blue folders.
Thank you. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to invite the applicant to the podium to speak. And redundant, but I have to ask you, do you agree to all of the conditions of approval?
Good evening, Chair Madrid, Commissioners. Thank you for reviewing our request for approval of the Ritchie's Diner. We're super excited. This is it's actually the fourth time we have tried to come into the city, but because of recession and some other things, it has not happened, and so we're super delighted to be here.
Could you please state your name for the record?
Forgive me, Bryce Myers,
Thank you,
BMW
Bryce.
Management, representing Ritchie's Real American Diner.
Great, thank you.
Yes. To answer your question, through the chair, we do have a few questions and clarifications that we are working on with staff regarding the conditions. However, those will all be worked through, and we will do in what's in our power to comply with all of the regulations and the conditions, and so we do accept them.
Very
So
good.
thank you.
Very good, thank you.
I could go on, but I am here at your leisure to
Maybe you could address Commissioner Holler's question.
about the barbecue smoker. I can. Things are ever changing. We have never experienced an issue with AQMD. We do work very closely with the fire department to make sure that we are beyond the range of combustible materials. It's considered and has long been considered in the 4 times that we have developed the barbecue smokers within Riverside County, a backyard barbecue, because it doesn't have, it's not gas related. It's a mesquite charcoal, wood charcoal flame. It's typically at a much lower heat as we're slow smoking most of the meats, but we do cook to order the steaks from the time we open to the time we close. So we have not experienced that, but if something comes up, then we would definitely be working closely with any agency that has any concerns or issues.
I appreciate that. So fire's concerns are different than
100%.
AQMD concerns. And again, I'm not opposed to it. I want to make that clear. I just want to make sure we check that box because in other jurisdictions, I have seen issues with outdoor smokers. So hopefully that's not the case. I just want to make sure we check that box.
Great. Commissioner Ramirez.
Hi, thank you for being here. How many employees would be employed by your business?
I would say any given shift would probably be close to about 30 to 35. We obviously would have duplicate amounts of employees because they work different shifts. So we're probably looking at about 60 or more in the restaurant itself, but not at the same time,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
Typically about 4 managers, and then the rest would be wait staff and front of the house, as well as back of the house staff, prep, cooks, and the like.
And to segue into the parking, so who would park in the 9 employee parking spaces?
Well, it's not designated employee parking, but you hit right on it. That's our likely intention, is that employees would be parking back there. Any of them who are driving, some they share, they ride share, and others make it carpool and things of that nature. But because of the excess land, we wanted to provide an area back there that's not easily accessible to guests, and it gives a close proximity for staff and a safe area for them to be able to park as well.
Thank you.
So, Commissioner Knighton?
Good evening, Bryce.
Good evening, sir.
I've never seen an applicant so happy.
I'm happy.
Couple questions for you. What's the capacity?
Capacity, I believe it's going to be roughly 300 seats, roughly.
That's good size.
It is good size, quite a bit larger than any of the other diners. Actually, it is the largest. The diner in Marietta is about 7,000 square feet. The diner in Ranch Cucamonga is about 6,000 square feet, and the diner in Temecula is 4,500 square feet with a very nice large outdoor patio, though.
And your hours, 6 a.m., right?
No, we do not open that early unless the business ends up looking like it's going to require it. But typically we're open at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we close about, for breakfast, and then we close at 9:30 unless there's some adjustment for, summer hours and different things like that.
And with that large of a dining room, you can have meeting space available?
I don't have meeting space, but we do have 2 sides of the dining room. It's kind of like the old boxcar feel. So oftentimes we may have a group in the morning for breakfast or something like that, and we have a side of the restaurant that will be kind of what I would consider our secondary side of the restaurant. And so we would be able to accommodate meetings and whatnot, but not large gatherings like a conference facility.
Okay. And finally, I'm kind of a history nut.
Lay it on me.
Your grandfather's the founder of Richie's
Yes, sir.
Diner.
Yes, sir.
His name is Jack.
His name is Jack, yes. He's no longer with us, but
Where's Richie's come from?
Richie's, good question. So the history of that is Richie's comes from a gentleman by the name of Rich Snyder, who you know as one of the owners of In-N-Out Burger, and he was the best friend of my grandfather for many years. We actually used to fly hot air balloons at the Temecula Balloon and Wine Festival back in the 80s and whatnot with the In-N-Out Burger balloon, and he was looking for names. Didn't want to call it Bryce's Diner, so he ended up calling it Richie's Diner. He loved the simplicity of In-N-Out. He's even mentioned in the book that the former CFO had written and whatnot. But big fan. We're still big fans of In-N-Out as well. But we don't have as simple of a menu as In-N-Out, as you know.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So, we love our seniors here in Menifee. So would you call yourself a senior-friendly diner?
Absolutely, absolutely. My grandfather's aim with a diner is to appeal to all ages, all generations. And so the fun part of the development that we are going after with the Googie theme as well as the interior design, it harkens to an older generation, but it also appeals to a younger generation to where, I don't know if it's hipsters they call them these days, but they're definitely a lot younger than me. But they would enjoy whether it's a date for a little sundae and a pie or a burger, shake and fry, or something delicious smoked out on our barbecues. You're going to find families, younger generation, and the senior generation enjoying alike, for sure.
All right, thanks, Bryce.
You're welcome.
Do commissioners have any further questions for Bryce? Okay, thank you, Bryce.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Madam Clerk, are there any requests to speak, or would anyone in the audience like to make a comment?
We do. We have 2. Gloria Sanchez.
You can't see me? Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Magic. Oh, you're magic. All right.
Well, not that low. Oh, okay, thank you. Wow. Good evening, commissioners, staff, residents. My name is Gloria Sanchez. I live at 29258 Paradise Canyon Drive in the beautiful city of Menifee. First of all, I want to welcome Richie's Diner to the city of Menifee. We hope that you will approve it and you will love it here as the rest of us. The one thing that I do see that is not in your plans is for a private meeting room. And the reason I bring that up is that in the city of Menifee, we have many nonprofits, we have a lot of service organizations that need a place to meet. At the moment, we don't really have that available, and even though you said part of it might be to one side, it is not that so much as to have a private room where the noise level is not so high. That is one thing that we've always asked, that we look at that. I know we have some community centers on the books to come to Menifee. We can't wait that long. I think our nonprofits have always, again, looked for a place. Our senior center has been very accommodating to us by allowing some of our nonprofits to meet there. So I would just say that as well, and we welcome you. We can hardly wait till it comes because it is coming to our side where I live, and that's going to be the major restaurant in our area, which will be used by many of our seniors in that part of town, and I'm sure many others. So looking forward to that day when that happens. Thank you.
Thank you, Gloria.
George Keckler.
Be careful.
Magic. Hello, my name is George Keckler.
Hi, George.
I am a director with the Sun City Cruisers. Thank you for having us here, Commissioner, and all the staff. I don't know what to tell you, except we really want this diner. We are a car club located here in Menifee, California. I live in the lovely suburb of Romo Land, and we are really looking forward to this. There are approximately 60 members of our club, family members. That's 120 people. We probably have 150 cars, old cars, classics. We're looking for somewhere a little bigger to have our meetings. We are stretched to the limit at Archibald's. Private meeting room would be great, but we'll take half of the restaurant, maybe the whole restaurant. But we want to welcome you, and we want to hope that you all approve this, and we can get started on it as soon as we can. So, yes. Oh, yes, we'll gladly bring our cars, and you may have a few extra because sometimes they break down. But anyhow, we're looking very forward to this, and if you need cars, let us know. Thank you very much.
Thus the extra square footage. Thank you, George. That's going to work. Thank you, cruisers. Okay, so if there are no further speakers, I will close the public hearing at 6:24. Okay. Commissioners, do you have any comments for discussion? Commissioner Ramirez, Commissioner Knighton, Commissioner Holler, and I don't either.
I'll just make it quick. One thing I have noticed following social media is there's been a big complaint that there's no restaurants on the east side of the 215. This will be a very popular restaurant. So, what's that? Hallelujah. Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to see what my fellow commissioners have to say.
Me too. Me too. We do meet at your restaurant in that far south portion in Murrieta. That gets about 40 people. It's quiet in there, so I think it'll work. Thank you all. Okay, there is one resolution for adoption. Can I get a motion and a second to adopt the resolution as presented by staff?
I'll motion. Oh, it's okay. Just.
Eager's good.
And I have nothing. I'll just vote.
We all know that it was your intent.
Intent was to vote.
It's unanimous. Congratulations. Welcome to Menifee, Richie's. All right. Wow, some happy campers here. Okay, so that was item 9.1. So, yes, sir. You can stay. Okay. Okay, so it takes us to item 10, to discussion items. Okay, no discussion items. Community Development Director, Ryan Fowler, do you have any updates or comments for us?
Sure. Just a couple of quick updates on places that have been opening over the last couple of weeks. And I apologize if you've heard any of these before, but we do have the Poppy's convenience store and car wash up there. It's the On Deck Center on Trumbull, northwest corner of Trumbull and the 74.
Hey, Richie, we're still in session. Could you guys take it outside? I mean, Bryce. Well, Richie, Bryce, whatever. Sorry, Ryan.
Sure, I'll repeat it. Yes, so at the northwest corner of the 74 and Trumbull, north portion of the city, there's a center that's called On Deck. The reason it's called there is because it's next to the Big League Dreams fields up there. They're going to have a hotel eventually. That's all approved, entitled. But what just opened its doors recently here in the last week or so was Poppy's. It's the convenience store car wash. So that center is starting to come along. Also across the street, Green Physical Therapy and Rancho Medical. And then up on Menifee and McCall, next to the Heritage Lake community, is the Chipotle's that just opens its doors as well. So,
Good job.
one last thing, the pedestrian bridge across the street over in this center, you can see it being constructed. They have the forms up, and they're pouring those footings for that bridge. And so you can expect that sometime Q1, first quarter, or early next year.
Great.
Hey, Ryan. I got a couple updates myself. I previously asked about ambient and the Boulders project. The SCCA newsletter came out, and pretty much right there in bold print said ambient is gone dark. Nobody's heard from them, including the city, so I want to report that. And also the Boulders now has a now leasing sign up, and that plywood facade out in front of it, it's gone. So I'm anticipating a grand opening fairly soon on that one. So.
And that one is getting close. They're coming in for inspections right now. And so we're just working through the last few items there, but they're getting close on occupying as well.
Okay. We have any questions for Nick since he's here? None? Progress going well over there, Nick? On the. He wants to. He's here. We're gonna make him useful.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
So
Chair Madrid?
on the crossing, how we doing on
The
schedule?
pedestrian crossing or the Bradley Road?
The wash, yeah.
The wash. So they finished pouring their last piles this week. They will be mobilizing to start the foundations, abutments, and the columns in the middle of the channel over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks.
So no complaints?
No complaints. It's going good.
Wow, so you're on schedule. Good.
Yeah, it's going good. We have a couple utility conflicts that we're working through, but other than that, they're progressing very well, very fast. The contractor has been very aggressive on doing the work out there.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just the pedestrian bridge crossing is kind of neat right now. They're assembling all the steel structure out there in Central Park. So if you get a chance to go look, it's pretty neat. They'll actually assemble it on the grass and then pick it up and swing it into position.
I wanted to ask you on Bradley where we don't have the median, but now we have delineators. So that's the same thing as when we have a median.
Correct.
So-
We kind of did a gradual improvement to prevent the left turn movements. So we started
Yeah.
off with the striping, and then we added the little domes, what we call super dots, and then now we added the channelizers. So ultimately, a median will be required because there's a lot of maintenance efforts that go along with having those channelizers and domes, because as people will still try to maneuver their way through those, but as the project that comes into to the east will widen the road a little bit more, so that facility can be placed in its ultimate location, because right now it's not in the exact center of the roadway.
I guess what I'm saying is people are seeing it's not what is the end of the world like they thought it was going to be
correct.
out there, you know?
Yeah.
So good job.
Yeah, they're finding their ways around into the shopping center.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks for being here, and thanks for bringing Steve. Okay. That takes us to...
Michael's portion of the agenda.
Oh, okay. Committee activities, Michael.
On August 28th, I attended Menifee Night at the Storm Stadium.
Yeah, I went. I was there too. I saw you. You guys didn't go? We missed you. It's okay. Okay, so do we have any future agenda items from planning commissioners? Requests? Nobody? Okay, so unfortunately, this meeting's over. I adjourn the meeting at 6:32. Thank you all.